Hi friends, Sat Shri Akal. Would love to wish Happy Lodi to the entire YouTube family out there. We are even celebrating Guru Gobind Singh Ji, our 10th Guru's birth anniversary today. So it's a really special and auspicious day for us. And so I thought, what better day than today to make a video for which a lot of requests have come in, and a lot of my students from the past, they requested to share about the courses which can be pursued post CA qualification. So let me start like this. I have basically jotted down certain courses which I want to bring your attention to, and these are like the most explored options by chartered accountants or anybody coming from the commerce background, and I'll try to speak about all of them to the best of my ability. So the one thing which I always tell people, once you are done with CA, you need to understand something. It has to be purely substance over form. You can't just do a course to add it to your CV, where you are not actually getting that weightage from the course by itself. And we don't want to do degrees just to make a portfolio of degrees, or just to show off that, see, I have these many degrees. What really matters is, there are two things. Number one, what is the acceptability in the industry for any course which you take? So it has to be recognized. Number two is it actually adding weightage to my present knowledge? Now you need to understand this. Once you are a chartered accountant, being a CA can actually, in a way, in a positive way, it can backfire on you, because it is so heavy. The magnitude, the gravity of the course is so heavy that any other course, if you do post CA qualification, let me start by saying, if after CA you plan to do CS or ICWA, like we call it CMA India now, if you plan to do these courses, the power of CA is so much, the gravity of CA as a course is so much, that it somewhere overshadows the advantages of courses like CS and CMA. So if I am a CA and I am working in Big Four, or even if I'm working in, let's say, industry, I would not recommend doing CS or CMA. And when people come and ask me that they are planning to do one of these two courses, should they go ahead with this? And my question to them is, why are you planning to do it? And they say, it seems easy, and because I am a CA, I feel it will be easy for me to complete it. But then somewhere I feel this is a completely wrong approach. You don't just do a course because it is easy, and you don't just do a course because it is somewhat related to CA. My point is, when I completed my CA, and I was a CS by that time, and I was already pursuing my CFA level 3, and I joined PwC in the DirectX team, and when I told them that I am a CS and CFA as well, they were like, okay, congratulations, but then you can't expect us to pay you a higher package for that. Now, for obvious reasons, because the company is always going to look at things from their angle, and their angle is that what is exactly they are going to get done from you. Okay, so if they are going to put you in a profile which is best suited for CAs, then your additional degree might be good for you, but then company is not going to put you into a profile which will make you work, which will take the benefits of you being a CA plus CS. So now I'm just giving you one practical example. Like when I was working in PwC and I'm into the DirectX team, I am using my expertise of being a CA over there. And if CS people are mainly into compliance and regulatory, then there is a separate team which sits for compliance and regulatory, and they hire CS over there, who are properly who are completely focusing into that particular field. So moreover, when you plan to do CS after CA, obviously you are not going to do the internship, which is mandatory over there. Same goes with CMA. So these courses, they require you to do internship or articleship, just like the way you have it in CA. And when you don't do that, again, you just have a degree for namesake, which will not count. Then why even waste your efforts, put your energy in something which is more productive, which is more useful for you? Okay, so if you're already a CA, I personally don't see much reasons why you should put your hands into CS or CMA. Okay, then coming to CPA, I have been hearing this so often from students. They want to do CPA, and on being asked why they want to do CPA, there are two cliche answers I get most of the times. Number one, it's a foreign course. Okay, then what? If it's a foreign course, then how is it going to help your cause? Okay, some people feel that if they do CPA, they can simply move to US. You need to understand, you can't stay aloof from what is happening in the real world. It is becoming literally very difficult to move into US, uh, uh, just based on your CPA. You can't expect that. And people who are selling you these ideas are basically those people who are promoting the course, because they are the ones selling the course in India. So the best way to sell CPA in India to any potential student is by telling him or her that you should plan doing CPA and then you can move to USA. And I don't understand why you are so gullible that you agree to this. So what you need to do is exactly figure out and find out. You do some research work at your end and try to find out 10 CPA who are qualified, how many of them actually end up getting a job in US. You need to figure out that first. If the whole idea of doing CPA is just to move out of India and get settled in US, I give you a better alternative. Why don't you write GMAT exam, get good scores over there, and then apply for MBA in one of the good B schools in US. Over there, when you're doing your MBA, if you're really enthusiastic, along with that you can pursue CPA over there, rather than doing CPA in India with a completely wrong notion that just by doing CPA you will end up getting a job in US. It's not going to work like that for you. So the thing is, if you seriously are looking to settle down in US, the best way of doing that is by pursuing your MBA in US. Yeah, it might cost you a lot of money, but then if that's the whole idea of settling in US, then it's worth your every penny. And over there, once you are there in MBA institute, along with that itself, in those 1 year or 2 years time, you can complete your CPA as well. Okay, so apart from that, coming to another course which is gaining a lot of popularity nowadays is CFA, the CFA US I'm talking about. Again, I feel you need to see which profile right now you're working in, and where do you see working next 4 5 years down the line. If I am going to make my career in hardcore finance, then yes, doing CFA might be helpful for you. Otherwise, if you are into audit or if you're into taxation and you're still planning to do CFA just because it is going to add another degree or just because it's a foreign course, I feel it's waste of your time and efforts. So CFA is a good course, definitely it's a good course, but then CFA alone is not going to put you into investment banking. You got to understand this. It is not going to put you into investment banking, and there is a reason for that. The reason is, this CFA US basically has a requirement of you to work for 4 years as a portfolio manager. So you start your job as a junior portfolio manager, and when you gain experience, then you become a senior portfolio manager. And by the time you earn yourself the charter of CFA, by the time you get your membership, you already have 4 years of exhaustive experience in the field. Just something very similar to what we do in CA articleship. Now, if somebody does CA and along with that somebody thinks, okay, I will do CFA and I will get into investment banking, you are basically in the dream world of utopia, because this is not going to happen. You can keep gaining theoretical knowledge, but finance does not work like that. So I hold nothing against CFA. CFA is obviously very good, don't misunderstand me. All I am saying is that you have to think beyond just getting degrees. Are you having sufficient knowledge with the help of that course to apply your knowledge in real world? If not, then better come up with a different and more effective idea which can actually help you. So if I have a student who is going to put in 2 years into CFA, is going to pay around 2.5 lakhs for the entire course, and even after that, if he or she does not get into the desired job of investment banking, then I need to do more research at my end before I even pursue the course. So What is the solution to this? The solution to this is, if you are looking for investment banking profile in India, you have to believe me on this. There is only one way out. You have to do CA first. You have already done CA. After that, when you are working, you have to start preparing yourself for CAT exam. Maybe first attempt does not go that great for you. In second attempt, you have to crack it. You have to get selected in top 20, top 25 B schools. I have personally experienced this with my students in the past. If you are a CA and you have a Big Four experience, chances are very high that you convert into B schools. The whole journey of you starting from this point and writing the CAT exams and getting good percentile is the main struggle. But the moment you get into GDPI, chances are very high for you to convert, for the fact that you have a very strong degree under your belt, which is CA. So if you do MBA from top 20 B schools, that is when you stand very good chances of getting selected in the investment banking profile. And I'll tell you something more which is very interesting, is that when people go for MBA for 2 years, in those 2 years itself, along with MBA, they very easily, effortlessly, they are able to complete their CFA also. And that is when CFA makes a difference, because you have an MBA degree from top 20 B schools. They give you 2 months of summer internship also, plus the projects and assignments which they make you do, because it's not distance learning MBA I'm talking about. It's the physical MBA, which you have to go and be in the institute for 2 years and complete your MBA. And you learn so much in those 2 years, and that is when you actually evolve as an investment banker. And no wonders, this is the reason why you end up getting a very good job in investment banking with handsome packages. So all I'm saying is, I don't have any bias towards MBA, but I'm saying that if I'm already a chartered accountant, and if I have to make my take my career to the next level, okay, then I will do something which is very powerful and which has the capacity of overshadowing my CA, and not something which is like subdued in front of CA. And even after me having a degree, me putting in efforts for a course, me putting in money for a course, if I just get congratulation messages from people, but that does not show up in my job profile or in my package, I probably better I don't do it. That's what I suggest. Apart from that, let me just talk about people who are into practice. For people into practice, there are some courses which can turn out to be very good. Like if you are into audit, I feel one area which is still left unexplored in audit is the forensic audit department. And I feel next 5 years is going to be for forensic audit, because I hope you know about forensic audit. It is somewhat related to a kind of internal audit, but then in forensic audit you work more like a third. You work more like a third party, and you are given the job by the company itself to completely scrutinize their own management and their books of accounts to find out if there is some internal frauds going on. It is a very what do I say, a field which is still unexplored, very much fresh, I feel. And I have not heard many people showing interest to move into this segment, but I feel it is something you should pay your heed and attention to. It is a good profile to work in. And if you are already into forensic audit, or if you're planning to go into forensic audit, then for people who are into forensic audit, there is a course offered by a US institute. It's an international course. I think it's called as CFE. That's the name of the course. And you should just go and Google search about CFE, forensic audit, and you will find the details. So you can go into forensic audit and then do this course. You will have great demand, at least in Big Four in India. And that's one area which I feel people don't really look into, but you should consider this if you have any interest in going into the forensic audit team. Apart from that, if you want to stick to your practice and you want to like right now you are mainly into preparation of you are mainly into the audit part and you don't litigate, and if you want to look forward to a career wherein you do the auditing as well as you are doing litigation on behalf of your clients, then one course which can turn out to be very useful, and the combination can turn out to be very lethal for you, very effective for you, is CA plus LLB. So you can definitely consider doing LLB, and it has to be from a good institute. And if you can do LLB, and if you can for that sake, if you can work under a good lawyer with experience under his belt, then this course is very useful for people into practice. I personally feel that CA plus LLB is a very good combination. In fact, CS plus LLB is also very good. But for chartered accountants, I feel they get a kind of forward integration wherein they do the audits also, and they litigate, they on behalf of their clients, they represent them in the court of law. This is another field which is less explored, but is very effective. So don't just run after the foreign courses. In India, it is getting commercialized. Institutions have got into business of selling products. They are misguiding students. I am sick and tired of this. I don't understand why students are so gullible. The thing is, you have technology with you. You have to make use of technology to an extent where no Tom, Dick, Harry can come and make a fool out of you. You have to understand that. Just because somebody comes, tells you about a course, talks good things about the course, tells you you will get a job opportunity in foreign country, don't do the course just for the namesake. It's not so easy for people to move out of India and start looking for good. I mean, you can definitely go to, you see, I'm a Punjabi, and I know so many people who go to places like Canada, Australia, right? So that's how we pronounce it, Canada, Australia, and they are being cabbies over there. So okay, when they go, they know they are going to be cabbies over there. They're going to work in some malls, they're going to work in some shopping centers. But somebody is selling me a degree or a course saying that you will get some good professional platform over there in US or in UK. I am not willing to buy that. Okay, so another thing I wanted to share is that ACCA is picking up good in India. ACCA can turn out to be useful for you, especially if you are a CA, because there are some exemptions also in that case. And ACCA can turn out to be useful for you if you are looking to settle down in Middle East. I don't know if after doing ACCA you have good chances of settling in UK, but definitely you have good chances of settling in Middle East. Middle East is having great acceptability for Indians who have done ACCA. So you can consider doing that also, provided you are fine settling down in Middle East. I being given a choice, I don't want to settle in Middle East, but then that is subjective. That is to one is its own. You can think about it. If you're fine settling in Middle East, then you may plan to do ACCA. That's another good course. Okay, apart from that, there is one course I think that's called as ADIT, Advanced Diploma in International Taxation. This is offered by one institute, one of the institutes in UK. Again, if you want to make a career in international taxation, this course can turn out to be very effective and has a worldwide recognition. So if you have a practice in India, or you're working in a firm, or say you're working in Big Four and you're looking into international taxation, and you want to do something over there, you want to excel in your career, you want to increase your knowledge base, do consider ADIT. Again, just Google search in name of ADIT and you will find a lot of information about it on Google. Okay, I hope the video has been useful. Yes, a lot of people have also asked me about career opportunities in teaching, if they want to take teaching as their hardcore profession. Because I, being a faculty, obviously I want to make a video on that, but that has to come as a separate video because this video is going around 20 minutes and I want to cut short on it now. Okay, if you think you can add something to my knowledge, please put it in the comment section below, because only from sharing experience we learn, and maybe if you can help me with looking at things from some different angle, I am happily going to accept it. And so that going forward, when I meet thousands of students again, I can share this information with them because of you. Okay, so plan your courses properly. Don't just do it for namesake. It has to count. It has to be substance over form. And keep learning, keep growing, and do it all for your parents. God bless. Bye bye. Sat Sri Akal.